Nice to be in this wonderful, accomplished day. We're happy that the community is having a grand time and we'll finally be able to walk on the bridge.
Hello, this is Roman Gastesi, Monroe County Administrator. And boy, what a beautiful place this is. This is the old 7 Mile Bridge. It just got rehabbed this year, something that we've been working on for many, many years, and it's just absolutely beautiful.
Fantastic effort on the part of many people to see the old 7 Mile Bridge restored, repaired, brought back to its historic character over the past few years, certainly, leading all the way back to the days of Flagler Railroad and Pigeon Key as one of the campsites for the workers on the old on the Flagler's Railroad, etc. So this, where I'm standing right now at the beginning of the old 7 Mile Bridge, really just has incredible historic value.
We often hear a proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. In our case here in Marathon, Florida, it took a community to save a bridge. This is our story.
Can you hear the whistle blow? Can you hear the whistle blow? It's 1910, can you see it? 400 men working at it, hammering and painting, history in the making. Rambler rambles over Knight's Key, onto a bridge over the blue sea. Flagler, he had a big dream, a railroad built of concrete, like nothing we'd ever seen. We are friends of old 7. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let 'em let her go. A railroad over the sea feels like heaven. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let 'em let her go. The train, like a ghost, is gone, but the memories, they live on forever, forever. Can you hear the whistle blow?
Mom, why is there a hole in that old bridge? My brother and I would ask from the back seat while driving south, probably every time we would see it, just to hear my mom tell the story of the explosion, and then tell us how riding to school in the school bus was so scary, and that being so close to the other cars the side view mirrors would touch, they were knocked off several times. Flat tires were pretty scary too. Growing up, our field trips to Pigeon Key consisted of long, hot walks across the bridge, spotting sharks, stingrays, turtles, and more. At one point, my brother and I even raced an old 7 Mile Bridge race. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was only done that one year. My dad surveyed the old bridge in Pigeon Key for when True Lies was filmed, and my brother and I got to spend an entire summer swinging from the rope swings tied from underneath the trestles of the bridge and exploring the island. When I turned 16, my favorite place to take my newfound freedom was for a spin across the old bridge to Pigeon Key, not long before it was pedestrian only. I've had first kisses there and last goodbyes there. My family throws flowers from the old 7 Mile Bridge on days that it's too rough to make it out to Sombrero Light, where my grandparents' ashes are scattered. 8 months pregnant with my second daughter, I had to make a detour on the old 7 Mile Bridge just to decompress and take a deep breath while having a nervous breakdown after getting a speeding ticket in front of Veterans Park. A walk across old 7 Mile Bridge could fix just about anything. My palms are still scarred from the time I tripped on Old 7 while running, the only time I've ever been mad at that bridge. But being mad didn't last long, and Old 7 still has been a beautiful running friend for many, many years. So last week, when a friend posted a farewell party to the bridge, on the bridge, there was no way I was going to miss it. More than 60 people came out for a little barbecue in the most perfect summer send-off sunset. But like I learned this week, it's not goodbye, it's see you later. We are so lucky that our local commissioners and Friends of Old 7 fought so hard to keep Old 7 around for years to come. My kids will probably be 8 or 12 years old or even older before they get to walk on that bridge again. But how lucky we all are that we will get to walk on this bridge again. And so my love affair with Old 7 will continue.
The old 7 Mile Bridge is not for sale. It is owned by all of us, and we are not selling. We are restoring it, and we are going to enjoy it for another 100 years.
Hello, everybody. Mike Puto, Mr. Marathon, on one of my better assignments that I've ever had. And this is really unique, really beautiful. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to save the old 7 Mile Bridge. You got to love it.
My name is Jason Kohler. I'm the chairman of the Pigeon Key Foundation here with my good friend Bernard Spinrad. 100 years ago, a very progressive man named Henry Flagler sunk $50 million into linking Key West to Miami with this very progressive railroad. Well, today we're welcoming students from Florida International University. We're welcoming students from the architecture and landscape architecture programs who are down here to conceptualize what this piece of land that connects Marathon to Pigeon Key should look like. Some of the first ideas I've heard of are just a series of trails and a park that will not only just be a pass-by as people head down to Key West, will actually be an attraction for Marathon, similar to the Mallory Square in Key West. So these students have some very radical ideas, and we're just fortunate that they've decided to donate their time to come down here and help us out.
What we're doing today with these 15 students is giving them a first glimpse of the site. Part of that means that for some of them who have been here before, they're revisiting some assumptions. Others who have not been here before, they're really looking at it with fresh eyes. We really have asked them to open and think openly and broadly about what's possible. And today's goal is to document via drawings, via photographs, via impressions, what that is all about. This kind of sets the tone for the rest of the semester, and it's a really important phase of the project where they get a chance to give us that first impression, and when we go back to our studio, see them represent these things via their documentation, sketching, models, etc.
Looking not only at the physical side, but also at economical conditions and relationships to the site. And I think that's the best way to be actually here and to meet with the committee, to meet with Bernard, those sort of things. That's actually our main task for this first site visit.
You know, you look at that bridge, and just less than 100 years ago, there was a railroad train running across that bridge. And now here, they're thinking of taking it away from us. And our history is so important. It's what people come to the Keys for, not just to fish, not just to dive, not just to have wonderful friendship here, but also to know the history and know about what took place before they were here.
Now, this is the one opportunity we have to save history. I mean, if in Europe they can save 100 years old building, we certainly can save this wonderful section of bridge. This is not only for the futures to come, but also this is a tribute to Henry Flagler and the hundreds of men that worked to build this whole section from Florida City to Key West, and in particularly right now we're working on saving this old section of the old 7 Mile Bridge.
Well, I think that this is a fantastic opportunity. I mean, when I was with DOT many years ago, we always strive to save the old bridges. I think it will be an asset for the history of this community and what that bridges were for, the railroad that went to sea to Key West.
I have a lot of respect for this area because this area is unique to the United States.
You have a lot of interest specifically in restoration of existing historical structures. Existing structures and preserving the natural habitat. That's important. Our two friends here, together with a group of others, will be assisting the 15 students and 2 faculty professors in basically coming up with good ideas that have a sounding footing in reality and could be effectively implemented if they prove financially feasible. Today's activities are just the kickoff phase of the project. Thursday, May 17th, we're going to have another set, similar activity at the beginning of June, and then finally in August. In between, we'll have several meetings that will also be videoed as well, so we welcome you to come back and tune in.
How valuable is this bridge to the island?
This bridge is invaluable to the island. At one time it supplied the transportation outside to get every person we needed to out to the island. Our education groups, our historical tours, everybody just wanted to come out and enjoy the historic district. Today we have a ferry boat service, and we're trying to get the bridge back to that state so we can continue to get people back and forth to the island.
You know, and that's very important. So everybody, you need to get out here, give us a hand, and let's save the old 7 Mile Bridge.
Save our bridge!
So we need all your help. Please visit us on our website, friendsofall7.org. And if you feel like it, and you should, press the donate button, and you'll be able to contribute to a very worthy cause. We are a 501c3 organization, so anything that you will contribute will be tax-free.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so glad your mom said you could come play today.
Me too. I was so afraid she was gonna make me stay home and do chores. I'm supposed to take out the garbage, do the dishes, and watch my baby brother. She keeps saying I need to have more responsibility now that I'm growing up. Yuck.
Double yuck. I hope we never grow up. I just want to stay a kid forever, not having to worry about doing chores or work or taking care of babies. Just having fun and getting to play.
Yeah.
Let's make a pact.
Oh, okay.
Repeat after me. I solemnly swear that I will never become a boring old person.
I solemnly swear I will never become a boring old person.
And I'll never be too old to do a cartwheel under the 7 Mile Bridge. Let's seal the deal with our super secret handshake. You're it.
In 1949, my father decided to run a tight ship, and really ran it very, very well. My mother worked hard to make the island beautiful. They took care of the crews. They made sure everything ran well, and we lived there for 4 years. After the 4 years, we moved into Marathon because my mother and father loved our schools and loved our teachers.
Hi, we're the Friends of the Old 7, and this is our kickoff celebration to start the funding to restore the old bridge. Bikers, ready, set, go! There you go!
Just want to extend our thanks and congratulations to all the students and the faculty at FIU. They poured their heart and soul into this project. It came through in their designs and their presentations, and they should be applauded. I really enjoyed seeing all of their ideas come to life. The community is very enthusiastic about it, and we wish them all the best.
Thank you so much for awarding me first place in this Imagine 07 competition.
I'd like to thank you, Marathon City Council.
I'm George Nugent, Monroe County Commissioner, who is a resident of the city of Marathon.
It's a pleasure being here, and the concept of what these young people have done, this is a beginning. I think this is a great beginning for what we can do for our community, for the county, for the citizens of Marathon and Monroe County.
It's a huge project for this community. Everybody from every government sector, from the state to the county to the city, is here to see what we do to rebuild the 7 Mile.
The old 7 Mile Bridge is the heart of Florida. It's the historical landmark and the heart of Florida, and we need to save this bridge. Thank you. Thank you.
We're down here on the old 7 Mile Bridge. We have got a table set up where we're taking petitions, people are signing up, donations. We are selling some great t-shirts. We have visors, we've got hats, and we've got bumper stickers. Something that everybody in Marathon needs. And if you haven't signed up, please come down and sign up. I mean, this is a worthwhile cause. We've got to save this old bridge.
To help us save the old 7 Mile Bridge, I'm here to support that interlocal agreement. And I'm also here to present today in representation of more than 600 people that walk that bridge, not just from the state of Florida, but from all over the country, all over the world.
I just wanted to come here tonight on this special occasion to ask you to support this interlocal agreement. Without the City of Marathon joining in lockstep with the county on this particular issue, it wouldn't be happening. And I can say that without reservations, that in the 16 years that I've been on the County Commission, this will be my highlight of something that we accomplished and worked together with our state representatives, with the governors, and Secretaries of Transportation, both Gus Pago and Secretary Prasad, and accomplishing something that was 1,000 to 1 shot.
I would like to say that this result, which I think is unbelievable and has been expressed time and time again during this conversation, came about because of a working relationship that the city and the county were able to put together. And from my perspective, I would like to continue that relationship with the county and move forward on a very mutual goal type basis where, we're not fighting each other, we're joining each other and we're making things happen. And I think that's very critical.
I don't think that there's a more iconic image of the Florida Keys, and I'm an American history major, so I'm going to vote for it.
And for me, this is something that is so special. We've got a ways to go, but I certainly vote yes for this project.
We need to recognize we're already paying a pretty significant chunk of that money just for transportation out to the island that this bridge represents. So I'm certainly voting yes. Thank you.
I don't think I need to qualify anything. I've been in on it from the beginning. Yes.
Tonight was an incredible night, a bit of Keys history. One of the most important pieces of Keys history and infrastructure has been preserved. The City of Marathon stepped up to do its part. Monroe County is doing its part. The state of Florida is doing its part. And the old 7 Mile Bridge will live for a long time to come.
For those of us who know our history, none of us would be here without Henry Flagler and the Flagler Railroad. So the county's decision to approve this project today is certainly historic. It goes to the roots of our community. Marathon is a complete result of the Overseas Railroad, and again, we wouldn't be here without it. So I'm glad the County Commission acknowledged that. Thank you.
Okay, well, here we are again at the Marathon Seafood Festival with Friends of Old 7. And right now we have somebody signing our petition, and what we're doing right now is basically getting money together to make this a wonderful park. The old 7 Mile Bridge, the section between Pigeon Key and Night Ski. So the Sunset Park, the bridge part, and Pigeon Key would be one open-air museum. And for that, of course, we also have volunteers that are welcome to help us. And in this case, we just have a new volunteer, Tony. Every time when people are coming to help out, it makes the organization get bigger and bigger and growing, and more awareness all over the Keys and actually the rest of the world.
How does everybody feel tonight? Really, how do you feel, huh? I love that it's a costume dress-up party. The spirit of this place is beautiful. My girlfriend Liz is here tonight, and we're just honored to be here. And like Perry said, I've written for Martina McBride, Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, but this has been something really close to my heart, and being here is real special. We walked the bridge yesterday for the first time. It was great.
Can you hear the whistle blow? Can you hear the whistle blow? It's 1910, can you see it? 400 men working at it, hammering and painting, history in the making. Rambler rambles over Knight's Key, onto a bridge over the blue sea. Flagler, he had a big dream, a railroad built of concrete, like nothing we'd ever seen. We are friends of old 7. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let 'em let her go. A railroad over the sea feels like heaven. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let 'em let her go. The train, like a ghost, is gone, but the memories, they live on. Forever, forever. Can you hear the whistle blow?
Support for our president and this wonderful group of advisors and board members is the Golden Spike Award presented to our president from the advisory committee and the board. Thank you very much. This is the Friends of Old 7 first annual presentation to Mr. Bernard Spindrick for the Preservation of History Award. Congratulations, Mr. President.
We are friends of old 7. Don't let 'em let her go.
We are the Blues Brothers Soul Band.
Especially like to welcome the representatives of the Florida Highway Patrol that are out back waiting for my brother Jake and I after the show. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody to love. Someone to love, someone to love. Sweet Alabama, little sugar to kiss, sugar to kiss. Say I need you, you, you.
Well, we're going to toast to our success and to the fact that we're happy accomplish our mission. Cheers. To the old 7 Mile Bridge. To the old 7. Forever, not only 30 years, but 300.
We are
Okay, tell me.
I didn't talk to him directly, but Sarah told me that Tim told her that Ryan told him that Julian's been acting really weird recently because he wants to ask you to the dance. He thinks you're super cute and really smart, but he's been too nervous to ask you out for a while.
Really? Oh my god.
I know. Oh my god!
No, we both have dates for the dance. We should do something together before. You, me, Julian, and Steve. Maybe dinner and photos. We have to take photos.
Yes, that's perfect.
How about we come here for pictures? You and I have been coming here since we were little kids, and it's so pretty. I think the ocean would make a great background for photos.
And if it's a nice night, we can even walk the bridge.
Oh, yes, that would be so romantic.
God. We really have been friends for a while.
Yeah.
Do you remember our handshake?
I think so. Okay.
How does it start?
Like this? And then clap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
People are very curious as to the history of the bridge and very supportive of the cause. A lot of people that come out here don't realize that we are trying to save the bridge. It's in danger of closing. So we're here every day trying to keep the history alive. It's fun to come out here for the people to walk and ride bikes, get some fresh air and exercise. And again, we've got the beautiful view of the ocean and the Gulf of Mexico.
So what do you guys think? Do you think we should ask everyone to help save the bridge?
Yeah!
It's also one of the nesting places for the greatest, largest turtles, and we can all learn an invaluable lesson from them and the Friends of Old 7, which is slow and steady wins the race. So come on down to the Florida Keys and check out the bridge yourself. You won't want to miss this.
It's a charming Keys historical attraction that happens to be powered by very 21st century technology, solar panels. Converting the bridge into a park will be the boost for the island's staunch supporters and fans.
We encourage all of you to come and join us in this fantastic adventure into the future and the past, preserving a very unique, world-class attraction that Henry Flagler started 102 years ago.
I want to thank our partners in Monroe County Mayor David Rice, County Commission, City of Marathon Mayor John Bardis, and the City Commission, the Florida Department of Environmental Protection, the Pigeon Key Foundation, the Friends of Old 7, and many others who've worked with the Florida Department of Transportation to plan, fund, construct, and complete this project, which is an important part of a 30-year-long commitment we share to preserve this national treasure.
It's so great to see the kind of cooperation that we see here between DOT, the County of Monroe, the City of Marathon, and having spent 5 years from 90 to 95 as president of the very struggling, Pigeon Key Foundation, it's unimaginable what this bridge is going to mean to that island.
We're all talking about the different history. I had the opportunity to, when this construction was going on, to tour what they were doing underneath the bridge. They got me out there on a ladder and I climbed underneath and I'm hanging underneath and I'm looking up. And what amazed me the most was the steel had a stamp, Carnegie, American made. And here we are all these years later, preserving something that our forefathers visioned, and we're protecting it. So what an honor. There are people, everyone in this room I would want to thank. We all had a part in making this successful, and I just want to thank everyone for their part in it.
So I want to talk about somebody that probably might have to, may not be remembered as much, but Margie Mearns. She was on the Pigeon Key board, and she served as director of the island back in the early 2000s. She was also a founding member of Save Old 7 and helped start the campaign to save this bridge when the DOT engineers closed it down and were worried about, first off, vehicular traffic and then bicycle and pedestrian traffic. And she really was a key force in some of this. And she passed in 2013, but I know she is looking down on us and smiling right now. Her son, my fellow first council member from the City of Marathon, former Mayor Randy Mearns, is here. And I just want to say thanks to Margie. We love her. We love everybody that was part of this project. But Margie, thank you so much.
Good morning, friends. It's January 12, 2022, and what a great day this is that we're always going to remember. My name is Captain Don Hiller. I'm with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, and I'm also the president of the Pigeon Key Foundation. We're here to discuss the history of the old 7 Mile Bridge and how we got to this great day. In touching on who played a huge role in the saving of this icon known as the old 7 Mile Bridge, a group of people here in our community stepped up to the plate, recognizing that we could not afford to lose this bridge. The bridge provides a landmark for the City of Marathon, and the people who played a significant role in being a part of saving this bridge was an organization called Friends of Old 7. Friends of Old 7 was headed up by 2 people who I hold in great regard, and that was Bernard Spinrad and Michael Puto, our own Mr. Marathon. The 2 of them started the discussion between the different stakeholders in this operation and were both instrumental in incorporating the effort of the city and the county as partners in this undertaking. And they hung in there. And they did it for a long period of time until the completion, which is truly remarkable for a group in this county to hang in there so long and stay with a project until it is completed. There are so many people, including the residents and visitors of Monroe County, the City of Marathon, and the City of Key County Beach, who owe a great deal to the Friends of Old 7 group, its membership and staff who participated in saving this bridge. I am so proud to call them friends of mine.
Hi, I'm Brad White with Friends of Old 7, and here we are in 2022, and the bridge is all completed finally after we formed 11 years ago, our group, and we accomplished our mission. So here we are in 2022, and I left the Keys 8 years ago in 2014. So we're back and as a group for one last hurrah.
Bernard and his crew just really came through with and made an organization that could not be ignored by the powers that be.
I've been in the community 18 years, and that bridge has been the important thing for the whole community, and it's great that it's open again. Very excited. The good thing about Pigeon Key and Crane Point is that we're kind of coordinated together. The train that you see behind me was originally on Pigeon Key, went over that 7 Mile Bridge when it was a railroad, and now it's back here to its home and permanent home.
Old 7 is it's a landmark for Marathon. It draws visitors here, and a lot of locals come out and enjoy this as well. I've spent a lot of time in my life walking and biking this bridge, and the fact that we've got it back together in the shape that it's in is just a testament to the work of a lot of people from the State Department of Transportation, the Monroe County government, City of Marathon government, and a whole lot of volunteers like Bernard Spinrad and all the nice folks from Friends of Old 7.
We've replaced a lot of roofs. We've done a lot of things to the buildings. We brought solar power on in 2012. Just last year we brought a proper power line out. Hadn't had one in well over 100 years since the Flagler boys were here. Yeah, it's been an unbelievable experience. Don't plan on going anywhere. It's an unbelievable place to live and be a part of, and all the different chapters of history that got us to here. I'm very thankful for and appreciate every day.
You know, being involved in the foundation, having the opportunity over the years that I was involved with the island to have my children down here, again, volunteering on the island in various capacities. And then on the day that the island opened up, or that the bridge opened up, I should say, to have my son, who again worked as an engineer here on the bridge for the last 3 years, to have him here at the opening of the island, and it was an emotional moment.
Now the bridge is done, and I think it's going to open up a whole new venue for everybody in the Keys, I hope. We'll be able to bring everybody on the island and expose them to a little bit of our history of this special gem in the Keys. The museum says it all. But I think what a bunch of us have gotten together and thought it would really be cool to do kind of a short little historical document for everybody to see. I think you fall in love with Pigeon Key the minute you step on it.
So the city of Marathon, along with the county, bought a piece of property, the old 7 Mile Marina, Salty's, people know that, and that's going to be used to complement the operations of the old 7. And there'll be a trolley there. You can park there. I believe there's going to be about 30 to 40 parking spots. Park there, get on a trolley, and then they can bring you up, and they can take you all the way down to Pigeon Key if you don't want to walk or take your bike or run down there. So that's going to be really nice, and that's going to be here in the next few months. City of Marathon is working really hard to make that happen. They're having a trolley built just for this purpose, so I'm sure that's going to be very nice and give people the access to Pigeon Key and the old 7 Mile Bridge.
It's better than anybody could imagine how it turned out. And I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy for Pigeon Key, and I'm happy for the whole community.
I don't think we're going to bring as many folks as we can down here. You know, we're going to throttle it back a bit and manage that growth responsibly. We don't want to turn into Disney. There's some sort of, and you can feel it right now, some sort of indescribable quality out here that still feels like old Florida. And even though the highway's right there, you still feel disconnected from everything, right? This place is really, really special. And 500 people at a time, you're gonna lose that. Now, 500 people at a day is probably still a little bit in my head, but you can absorb a lot of folks out here without losing that. But we don't want to flood the place with people. And I think that's the best thing we got going, is the feeling you get when you come out here.
Hi. I'm so sorry I couldn't get out of the house. Billy has a soccer game. Couldn't find his jersey or his cleats.
Of course.
And then, of course, Cliff has no clue where anything is, but they finally found everything in the garage. And then Kelly comes running down the steps. She's got a project due tomorrow, and she needs us to go to Walgreens and get her some supplies. Come to find out, she's known about it for 2 weeks.
Don't worry about being late. You have a house full, that's for sure.
So how are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know. I'm good. John's good, the kids are good, work is crazy, so everything's par for the course. I have been trying to exercise more though, so I'm so glad you said you would meet me. Nothing beats a walk on the 7 Mile Bridge.
I know. Can you believe we've been coming here all our lives? Some people will never get to see this, and we've basically grown up with it.
I know. This was the best place to play when we were kids. Wait a minute. Do you still remember our secret handshake?
Of course.
Okay.
Good times. Do you remember the spring dance when we came here with those boys to take pictures and walk?
I do. I wonder what happened to them.
I'm pretty sure I heard that they both left town. I mean, I get it. Trust me. There's a lot of things about living down here that drive me crazy. But all in all, I'm glad we stayed. Although, we totally need a Target or a Whole Foods.
For sure.
So one of the things that we need to do is put a financial plan together. How was this going to be? One of the things that the Governor Scott wanted, and his Chief of Staff, Alan Collins, he said wanted everybody to have skin in the game, that they were going to help out the majority of it, but he wanted Monroe County and the City of Marathon to have skin in the game. So I put together a spreadsheet. I think we're going to show it here in a minute, and that's what started it all. And we all work together. We're all paying our fair share, not only for the work that had to be done, the capital work, but the maintenance year after year. And that's very important because, as you can imagine, over water, all this metal has to be maintained, has to be painted every 10 years. Very expensive to paint something like this. So we're putting money away so we can paint it 10 years from now and do some of the other work that needs to be done.
Next piece of this is the City of Marathon with the old 7 Mile Marina, which is from where I'm standing right now about half a mile away. Between there and here, we have public access. It's part of the Overseas Heritage Trail. DEP right now, the Department of Environmental Protection, maintains this area. DOT has a part of that maintenance day to day. City of Marathon would like to take that over and make this a part of the city's Parks and Recreation program. We would literally maintain everything from the 7 Mile Marina and whatever goes in there all the way up to the bridge that I'm standing on, bridge approach that I'm standing on right now. I'm going to do my best to make sure that the city is a part of the life of this place into the future.
Well, as a county administrator, now the next month will be 14 years, and I had my eye on this bridge since day one, and I just thought it was just shameful that we couldn't use it. It closed right around the time I started in 2008, 2009, if you remember. It closed for traffic. So I really wanted to make this happen, and really the county commission, the state, and the city came together and made that happen. It's been very exciting. I can say for the rest of my life, as I drive by, I had a piece of that, and that's something that I'm very, very honored to be a part of. And hopefully I'll stay healthy enough where I can continue to run on it every 2 or 3 days and enjoy this beautiful scenery.
It's so exciting to have the bridge now complete out to Pigeon Key. Superhuman efforts from all those involved.
I love the old 7 Mile Bridge. I love Marathon. I love Monroe County. And I'm so grateful for all the people that did everything they did so that we could have this here again.
I think our future on Little Pigeon Key depends on your support, getting to know a little bit of our history, being a little bit of our future, hopefully. So let's all make an effort to walk the walk. Don't just talk the talk. Come on down, have a great run, walk on the bridge, and come down and get enveloped in the historical atmosphere of this little island, and take home a little piece of it to spread to your friends.
Can you hear the whistle blow? Can you hear the whistle blow? It's 1910, can you see it? 400 men working at it, hammering and painting, history in the making. Rambler rambles over Knight's Key, onto a bridge over the blue sea. Flagler, he had a big dream, a railroad built of concrete, like nothing we'd ever seen. We are friends of Old 7. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let 'em
like heaven. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. The train, like a ghost, is gone, but the memories, they live on forever, forever. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. There's the Golden Gate in San Francisco, the Tower Bridge in London town, the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City, and Sydney Harbor near the Opera House. Standing tall, all connecting, hearts and friends, love never ending. Like this jewel in the Florida Keys, home to seagulls and manatees, and folks who care, who believe, folks who care like you and me. We are friends of old 7. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. A railroad over the sea feels like heaven. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. The train, like a ghost, is gone, but the memories, they live on forever, forever. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. Rambler rambles over Knight's Key, onto a bridge over the blue sea. Flagler, he had a big dream, a railroad built of concrete, like nothing we'd ever seen. We are friends of old 7. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. A railroad over the sea feels like heaven. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. The train, like a ghost, is gone, but the memories, they live on forever, forever. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. There's the Golden Gate in San Francisco, the Tower Bridge in London town, the Brooklyn Bridge in New York City, and Sydney Harbor near the Opera House. Standing tall, all connecting, hearts and friends, love never ending. Like this jewel in the Florida Keys, home to seagulls and manatees, and folks who care, who believe, folks who care like you and me. We are friends of old 7. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. A railroad over the sea feels like heaven. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. The train, like a ghost, is gone, but the memories, they live on forever, forever. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. It's 1910, can you see it? 400 men working at it, hammering and painting, history in the making. 400 men working at it, hammering and painting, history in the making. Can you hear the whistle blow? Don't let them let her go. Don't let them let her go. We are friends of old 7. Don't let them let her go.